Okay, today we're going to make eggs Benedict. This is a very delicious and very nutritious breakfast, which apparently originates in United States, in New York. And it is essentially made up of an English muffin. It's an open sandwich. English muffin is cut in half, and it's covered with bacon, ham, or other meats or condiments, and then topped with poached egg, and the whole thing is covered with hollandaise sauce. There are many variations on what goes in, and sometimes they add mustard, sometimes they add other things. I'm not going to use ham or bacon today, but I'm going to use a very interesting, it's called creamed horseradish sauce. So it's going to be a vegetarian combination with a bit of egg. To make poached eggs is another tricky thing. The eggs do need to be really fresh. So I've got this pack of very fresh eggs. I only bought them a couple of days ago. So let's see what they've got on best before. I think they've got something like 23rd. So it's got several weeks. Oh no, 27th. 27th of this one I can't see. Yeah, something like 27th or 23rd November. So that should work. I think these are gonna be really good. Okay, the second most important thing is water, and we're going to cover water next. So here I've got my water, which I'm going to bring to boiling point, and I'm going to add to this water a little bit of salt. I'm using Himalayan pink salt, and also I'm going to add a little bit of vinegar. Vinegar keeps egg whites firm and free from those debris that it forms when eggs aren't exactly fresh. So the trick is also not to disturb your eggs too much, and when the water starts boiling, it's important to bring this hot water just below boiling temperature, so that these bubbles don't disturb egg whites too much, and the whites stay in good, nice, smooth shape. So the water is now getting to the point where it's beginning to bubble. It's not boiling yet. But it's almost there, so it starts to boil. So while we're waiting for water to start boiling, I'll also cover the hollandaise sauce. Hollandaise sauce is essentially a very rich buttery sauce. It has butter, it has egg yolks, and it has lemon juice, and a little bit of spicy, like from pepper and other ingredients. But these are the three main ingredients: egg yolks, lemon juice, and butter. So it's very creamy, very rich sauce. I didn't actually make my own, but I do have a nice store-bought hollandaise sauce for this. Okay, the water is now beginning to boil, so I'm just going to reduce the heat and start adding my eggs very gently. So here we are, one egg goes in, gently. And the second, I'm going to use 2 eggs, and the second one goes in now. That's it. So we've got now 2 eggs. going to move them just a little gently, just to make sure they all stay in one place and they don't stick to the bottom there. So here we are. It doesn't take very long for eggs to reach its ready point. It's about 3 minutes or so, and while we're doing this, we're going to discuss briefly variations on the eggs Benedict. Apparently there are lots and lots of variations, so it doesn't have to be just simple bacon or ham in the middle. There are many other variations on the theme, and they also add quite often mustard. Sometimes they add tomato paste. There are additional things that are added, like tomatoes are served on the side, pickles, pickled cucumbers. There's loads and loads of variations, but today we're going to make my own variation, which has a little bit of horseradish sauce, and I will use some pepper. I will season it with a little bit of pepper, and I'll see how that goes. Okay, well, let's check on our eggs. I can see that nice coat forming around my egg yolks. So let's see, maybe another couple of minutes and it will be ready. So I'll just bring the heat a little higher. Okay, our eggs, I think, are nearly there, so I'm going to switch the heat off. So heat is off now, and I am going to prepare the muffin. So the muffin is generally cut in half, and each half will have its own egg. Sometimes they toast the muffin, but I am simply going to cover it with a little bit of olive oil. I'm not going to toast it. So just a little bit of olive oil for me will be enough. And now I'm going to bring my eggs out of the water and directly onto... Oh no, sorry, I forgot, before I put my eggs on, I'm going to cover my muffins with mustard, not mustard, it's horseradish sauce. It's a really interesting sauce, which is creamy, but it adds that interesting spiciness and flavor to this breakfast. So now we're ready. Okay, here goes one. And here's my second egg. So we now have 2 eggs, and we're going to cover these eggs with our beautiful hollandaise sauce. Here we've got our sauce, and let's cover it with the sauce. Okay, here we are. Beautiful. This looks absolutely amazing. Yes, this looks really beautiful, gorgeous. So muffins are typically covered completely in this sauce. So we've got our hollandaise sauce now, and I'm going to also add just a couple of cherry tomatoes. So these cherry tomatoes will be a nice addition. Cherry tomatoes and a little bit of dill. Dill is also a very beautiful herb, very nutritious, and it's got a very aromatic property to it. So a little bit of dill. There you go. A little bit of salt on top, and some crushed pepper. I think our eggs Benedict breakfast is ready. So let's see how these eggs will perform when I try and cut into them. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. So that's exactly how you want it. You want this egg yolk to be runny, but not too runny. And that's exactly what it should look like. This is delicious. That's exactly how you want it. This is so beautiful. And that horseradish sauce is adding just the right amount of spice and flavor. This is delicious. This is really, really good. Now let's see how the second egg will perform. Perfect. The yolks are just perfect. This is really nice.